Neeraj Deewan, Director at Quantum Securities, now joining us on the show now. Neeraj, what have you done in the last 3 days? You know, many stocks have collapsed. They're giving you a decline of 10 to 15%. Did you use this as an opportunity to buy, or are you still waiting, holding back?
Yeah, good afternoon. Actually, this time around, this Adani, whatever happened because the Adani Group report and the kind of massacre that we saw in Adani Group stock, and even the bank names, I think you've seen a decent correction immediately before the budget. So market is becoming light, you're getting attractive prices, but then, we've also been waiting to put in more money. So we want to get some more clarity as far as what is going to happen with the budget. And then you even have the Fed meet outcome coming on first night. So better to wait out these two events also. By the time even whatever have to happen with the Adani Group stock, the FPO would have also come clear. So I think once you get a clarity on these three events, then I think you can take a fresh call and make some fresh investments in the market. So we're also really waiting to put in more money into the market.
Okay, so waiting to deploy more. Those are SRF's numbers. The top line actually looks like a decent beat above the estimates. Neeraj, hi, good afternoon. Good to be speaking with you after the gap. I actually want to talk to you about earnings. We've spent so much time talking about Adani. Let me ask you this. So far in this result season, which has been the most outlier result for you that could perhaps sort of, merit action on the stock, a buy on the stock, just looking at management commentary or the numbers?
Yeah, good afternoon and good to see you back on CNBC. Welcome back. Yeah, actually, among the numbers, we saw very good numbers from Maruti. I think it was very encouraging, the kind of numbers, margins, which has come, and even Tata Motors. So the auto numbers, the third one was Bajaj Auto, have been really outliers as far as expectations were concerned. So I think once you have, this event out of the way, I think Maruti is definitely a good buy even at these levels with the kind of launch that they have, launches that they have later in the year, and then even the EV portfolio. So Maruti, second would be Tata Motors, which I think with this kind of a turnaround we've seen after 4, 5, 6 quarters, and the stock has also been underperforming. I think that can also, if this kind of a improvement continues, can be a real, really good for investment for the next 1 year. And then even Mahindra & Mahindra looks very good because valuation-wise that's very attractive and the company is still doing very well. So I think auto space is one where we've seen very good numbers coming. And then even on the banking space, I feel that we got a decent set of numbers, but banking, because the banking space had done so well before the result season that it was more or less sell on news. Whatever numbers kept on coming, still there was selling going on, partly because of Adani Group exposure or some risk that some of the banks may have, or the perception that there might be some risk. So you've seen some correction there. But I think the numbers from ICICI Bank was really very good. I like HDFC Bank also. IndusInd Bank came out very good set of numbers in the private sector, and the valuation there are very good. So I think these two spaces still, I feel there's decent potential, and one should be looking at opportunities.
Okay, all right. Hi, Neeraj. Just wanted to focus on SRF. On the top line, there's a small miss of closer on 200 crores. But what the street likes is this big beat on the EBITDA front. And the EBITDA has beat our estimates by closer on 7%. You pull up the candles, you'll see there's a big green candle on that one. From the red, SRF has moved into the green. And in terms of margin beat, it's close to around 330 basis points on. That stock is reacting very, very positively. And just take a look at it. We should pull up the intraday chart out there. The EBITDA number has beat our estimates by close to 7%, which resulted in a net profit number as well, looking quite good. At some point of time, the stock should come up for you on the screen. Well, Neeraj, you just mentioned, a couple of those private sector stocks, banking stocks that you like. What about the PSU banks? They had valuation comfort. Some of them have taken a sharp knock in the last few days. Preference still towards the private banks, or you prefer some of those PSUs?
No, even the PSU banks, I think even the larger ones like State Bank, Bank of Baroda, Canara Bank, you've seen decent corrections. I think the credit growth is still very good. And once this, whatever happening with the Adani Group is over, I think then one can take a fresh bet on these. Fresh money can come in these kind of stocks also. So if I have to pick up in the PSU banks, I would go with SBI, Canara Bank, and Bank of Baroda in that order. I think there's still next 3, 4, 5 quarters, you can see decent credit growth. And even the margins have been intact till now. Interest rate also looking to have reached the peak. So you don't really fearing too much of interest rate hike from these levels. So I think these stocks also definitely deserve a look for investment.
Okay. By the way, today is an interesting day for some of these stocks that have been pummeled in the recent past. Indus Tower is case in point. In all this volatility, Indus is actually holding on to a gain of about 7.5%. Nykaa is having a good day. Nykaa is up about 6%. Some interesting moves in the broader markets. We'll do one thing. We'll take a break and discuss some of these stocks and these moves with Neeraj on the other side.